UFOs in a Strange Universe. Welcome to UFOs in a Strange Universe. I'm Ivanhoe Chaput. I'm 78 years old, and I've been studying UFOs and the paranormal since my first UFO sighting when I was 13 years old. I hope you enjoy my experiences and personal views on the strangeness of the UFO phenomenon in the following chapters of UFOs in a Strange Universe. Alien deception, angels or demons. The subject of UFOs should also include those things that fall outside the normal belief of extraterrestrials. These are beings from another planet somewhere out there in the physical universe. We can't conclude that physical beings are the only source of life within its boundaries. Ideas such as the many worlds hypotheses, parallel universes, or multiverse theory, a holographic universe, brain world hypothesis, and more are the postulates of physicists. Cosmology explores some fundamental nature, encompassing its structure, its beginning, and its fate, encompassing philosophy of science and metaphysics, even the relationship between mind and the universe. However, most of science ignores the religious or spiritual aspects of the universe. This chapter may anger your sensibilities, or I hope it will get you to think about what God, non-human intelligence, angels, demons, and anything paranormal relating to consciousness within and outside the physical universe may actually be, or what it might be for you. I know I mentioned that the universe includes everything, physical and non-physical, so I will augment saying outside the universe to include anything interdimensional, extradimensional, spiritual, and even thought itself. I will start with organized religion and discuss spirituality later. Organized religion has provided ideas for shaping beliefs that rely on a greater consciousness than humans. Some say if religion falls apart for some reason, anarchy and disintegration of society will occur. However, approximately 7% of the world's population are atheists, and according to the Pew Research Center, roughly 1 in 20 people, or around 5%, are atheist in the US. It's my observation that atheists are good people with no anarchist motivations. They get up in the morning, go to work, live their lives, retire, and eventually return to the ground or ashes from which they came. This does not include the gamut from atheists to religious zealots who for some reason have a propensity to burn down buildings, wreck cars, and engage in looting stores. Fortunately, there's not enough anarchist, atheist radicals, or religious extremists to instill any form of widespread anarchy to the entire world. I disagree with those that say if religion falls apart, anarchy will ensue. I also don't think religion will fall apart even if aliens are proven to exist. It's my feeling that most people who learn that aliens exist, they will go to work, buy groceries, pay their mortgages or rent. Newlyweds and others will make babies and continue to make car payments, etc., etc. No big deal. In today's climate of disregard for authority, lack of public education, where the US's ranking is 31 amongst all nations, where there are movements to defund the police, stores will continue to be stripped of merchandise in many major cities. While social media is riddled with fake stories that make money, isn't there already a form of anarchy existing in many parts of the world? By definition, a state of disorder is the result of an absence or non-recognition of authority or other controlling systems. If a country can be infiltrated by little brown, yellow, and white people, I don't think a few little green people will upset humanity any more than it has been. In the US, several government officials believed that UFOs were of demonic origin. In the UK, Nick Pope commented, "I saw a similar thing in the UK when the former Chief of the Defence Staff, Lord Hill Norton, who I briefed on several occasions, fell increasingly under the influence of a maverick priest, Paul Inglesby, who believed the phenomenon was demonic." Nick also stated, "It was an odd irony that UFO investigations were being hampered because some people's belief in God meant that they either didn't believe in the existence of extraterrestrial life or that they regarded UFOs and extraterrestrials as demonic." Lou Elizondo left his senior post because a Defense Intelligence Agency official said UFOs were demonic. Bible-reading Pentagon commanders halted UFO research over fears aliens were demons, and UFO researcher Ron James said that senior figures in the US government fear that aliens are in fact demons. Some people who regard UFOs as demonic seem to have roots in the biblical description of Satan as being the prince of the power of the air, as written in Ephesians 2:2. I've read the Bible cover to cover, and I don't remember this particular verse. If it had said, Satan is the prince of the power from space, or Satan is the prince of the power from Zeta Reticuli, I might have had a different take on UFOs. I might have either remembered this verse or at least paid more attention to it. I'll play the middle of the road on the Bible with, I neither confirm nor deny its authenticity. However, I question things like Jonah surviving 3 days in the belly of a fish. It wasn't even a whale. I also question that Ezekiel's vision, described in chapter 1, was a UFO. And, what have I done to you to make you beat me these 3 times? The donkey said to Balaam in Numbers 22:28. Balaam wasn't even surprised that his donkey could talk. I'm not bashing the Bible or anything in it. However, the UFO enigma appears to exhibit parallels with miracles written in the Bible. If abductees have experienced themselves and aliens going through walls, being floated out of buildings and over water, aliens speaking to them directly into their minds, people being taken aboard their craft and taken high above the earth, and even visiting their planet, I really can't say more than, The question remains, are these non-human visitors, extraterrestrials, interdimensional beings, extradimensional beings, spiritual entities, or even orbs from who knows where, merely coming just to visit Earth like vacationing beings from realms unknown? Are some extraterrestrial scientists coming to our planet for research, maybe for hybridization of their species? Maybe some are here to inform of our future, warning us of dire consequences and doomsday prophecies. Or could they be demons sent to deceive people, even the entire world? What's really happening with these mysterious anomalies witnessed all over the world? Or then again, are some of them just pranksters, lying to us for amusement? My guess may be as good as anyone else's, but my theory will develop as I continue. I've read books and seen on video examples of aliens conveying telepathic and verbal information that were either downright false or just didn't make sense. When one contactee asked where they were from, the alien answered, "We come from a planet 6.5 light miles from Earth." Say what? Light miles? Another alien was showing where they came from on what looked like a TV screen. The alien showed the human the sun, then showed him the moon. The screen zoomed into a spot between the Earth and the moon, and the alien said, "That's where we come from." An artist's depiction showed a helmet-shaped blob with a tail on what looked like a TV screen. Like they say in the South, there ain't no place like that there. There are many other examples of nonsensical communication available on YouTube and books about alien contact, where aliens literally got things really screwed up, at least according to our known knowledge of physics, our solar system, and other celestial objects. Is it possible that some alien encounters are actually angels, or that some people might even be misled by demons? Since we are not telepathic, we wouldn't know if they were truthful or not. With all the bizarre communication between visitors from some other dimension, or possibly a physical world, and strange occurrences that defy known laws of physics, is it any wonder that Werner Heisenberg said, "Not only is the universe stranger than we think, it's stranger than we can think."